Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your life journey Major Arcana Timeless Tarot reading. This will be a reading to look at the primary energies of your life in several different areas. If you have not read the Fool's Journey through the Tarot, I highly recommend you do so. You can just Google search Fool's Journey through the Tarot, because that's what inspired me to create this reading. Because the Fool, he comes and he experiences every major arcana card. It represents, something different in our lives. So these two cards are a perfect depiction of this reading. Here you are, brand new and fresh, standing on the hourglass. It's completely full. All the experiences of your life being dealt to you as you come to earth, and these are major arcana cards, so these are the experiences, and the Fool has his mask on, his costume for his role, okay? And then here we are in the completed version of the Fool, where now he has his costume off. He no longer wears the mask. His time has run out and he's ascending back home, taking all the experiences with him, okay? So let's take a look, Capricorn, at the overall energies you are working with this lifetime. And again, nothing but major arcana cards will be used in this reading. I'm using 7 different tarot decks, all of which are listed in the description box below. Nice. So you guys have the Star. I felt a couple of things with this, like your life is going to feel very destined. Some of you, this is like, your greatest wish is going to come true. Others of you, this is like you have a profound healing ability. Okay, so this Star energy definitely will play out different for each one of you, because this is general, but this is a great energy to be working with. Next we have the Tower. So this is like, at some point in life, we're going to have a major shakeup. We're either going to have a major change to our belief system, a major change to our lifestyle. And a lot of people get afraid of the Tower card. It does not have to mean like it's a bad shakeup. Like, let's just say, it's sitting next to that Star card. So let's just say maybe some of you were born into great poverty and you struggle. And then there comes this point in your life where everything just completely changes 100%, whether it's based on your own efforts or accord, or some magic of the universe giving you some good karma that's owed to you. Oh my God. And look it, just as I said that, look what was next. Karma. So this is letting me know a lot of what's going on this lifetime has a lot to do with past life karma. Now, past life karma does not have to be doom and gloom and all bad stuff, okay? It could be speaking to the fact of the Star card. Like I said, maybe you have some things, some energy you need to balance out, so you struggle early on in life. But then again, the other side of that is the Star card. So you have the Star, the Tower, and Karma. And Karma would be judgment in the major arcana. So let's build the rest of your story, and then we will talk more about these energies. I'm very interested to see what comes out for you guys. So we're going to pull 3 major arcana from the Legacy Tarot here to look at your finance and career. What energies, primary energies, highlight that area of your life. We have Strength, the Empress, and the Hierophant. Wow. Yeah, some of you are going to really climb that corporate ladder, or whatever genre of work you end up doing, like you guys are going to be very well versed in it, very like fertile, creative, abundant, and with faith here. Some of you, this could be like legit, you work in a church or like a hospital, something along those lines. Others of you, this is like your faith is really what gets you through the hard times, or you feel like, you know, with this Empress here, she's a great card to go with the Star and the Tower, like something really good financially happening, and you're just like very grateful for that. So we'll talk more about that as, you know, we build the reading. Just a brief description there. So let's pull some cards to look at your intimate and romantic energies you are working with this lifetime. You're meant to go far in your career. Definitely, whatever you pursue, like you are meant to go far. Some of you being quite innovated in that, with that Empress energy. Okay. So we have the Lovers. This is not a bad card to get, actually. Look at, we have Strength too. So you have that twice now. And then we have the World. Wow. I think you're going to be a very, very good lover. I'm just going to put that out there. Having those as your overall energies to work with in regards to intimate and romantic energies. Some of you are going to be very attractive, like just built physically, just bombshell, like hot. Many people are going to be attracted to some of you just based on these energies, like you just very attractive to the opposite sex, or even to the same sex, you know. Again, very well versed, very worldly in the sheets, not scared to hold back and try new things. Again, being just a really awesome lover. So really awesome at career, really awesome in the sheets. Damn, Capricorn. So let's take a look at your spiritual and religious energies. Okay, so we'll cut the deck. So 2 flew out. So we have Justice. So this might mean like you're going to be very rigid in your belief system. Next we have the High Priestess. So some of you, this is the High Priest. So the Hierophant is about traditional religion, okay? That dogma, that dictatorship of how you need to live your life, these rules to follow, etc. The High Priestess is more about the occult, the esoteric, the mysteries of life. And with Divine Justice next to High Priestess, I think many of you are going to push against standard religion. Not all of you, because this is a general reading, but many of you. Yeah, because look at what's next. We have the Magician. You guys, the Capricorns I'm reading for, with Justice, you may look into both sides, like the religious aspect and then more of the occult aspect when it comes to spiritual matters. But ultimately with the High Priestess and then the Magician here, you are going to be more inclined to follow a spiritual practice, like more like believing in things like the law of attraction, karma. The energy you put out is the energy that you get back. And with Justice here and karma, again, this has a lot to do with past life energies. So lastly, let's pull some cards to look at the energy that you will have in all your other relationships, like family, friendship, co-worker, acquaintance, you know, just that type of energy. The other connections that are not romantic. Okay, so we have 3 there. Look at this. We have that Magician again. So you guys have the Magician times 2 and, oh, I'm sorry. I was about to say you guys have the Lovers times 2. You guys have Strength times 2. Now we have the Hanged Man and the Hermit. So with this energy here, this is really saying, like, even if you guys do have like a lot of friends or family connection, Capricorn is more of a loner. It's like you really enjoy your personal space, and you may be blocked from your personal space quite a bit, but I just see Capricorn wanting to be more of like a hermit, more of a loner, maybe just have your spouse, your significant other, you know, whatever, however you want to call it, but you know, with the Magician here, it's not to say like you won't have magical connections, but you seem happier more on your own, like disconnected from everybody else's, you know, drama and bull crap. Like you just blah. So let me take a look here. The energies you're working with as far as career and finance and romance are really awesome. Like I said, you should have no issue getting some lovers, some of you. Very attractive, very physically attractive. All of you, I'm saying, are really good in bed. Like you just have stamina, endurance. You can go, go, go. You really interested in pleasing your partner. And, you know, with the Lovers here, this could also be about that twin flame connection. So for some of you, even though you might have a lot of, you know, dating experience, it's like there's just going to be the one, and then that's that. And it's strong, you know, for the rest of your life. Now, over here in career and finance, again, it's like you are a leader at whatever you do, whether you own your own business, whether you're in management, whether you're in like a marketing position, working in a hospital, doctor, nurse, teacher. Some of you, this could also be like you devote your life to being a parent. That is definitely a career path, but whatever your career path is, you are 100% focused and devoted on it. You just have this, again, this stamina and endurance that many others don't have. And there's a magic about you with this Empress and then this Magician times 2. Like you just have a way of making things materialize, making things happen. I would say you're definitely going to experience life from a more spiritual perspective rather than religious perspective. You could start out being quite religious, but with this Tower here, like I said, there's this big shakeup. And with karma, I feel like early part of life, it's like you're balancing past life karma, and that's not like you were bad and all of this. It's just you know, lessons and things you were working on in your past life that you didn't quite wrap up, you're working on in early life. And then at some point here, you know, and this could even be like teens, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. Like it's different for all of you. There's this major change to your life. And, you know, everything just kind of switches. And I feel like in that place is when you kind of disconnect from being so social. So, you know, maybe if you were trying to have status, things like that, like you really disconnect from that. You're focused on love. You're really focused on spiritual matters. Even like in the career, like no matter how high you climb, it's like there just comes this point where you change. You're more spirit than you are material. Okay, so I'm going to pull some cards to tell the story. This is the Dreams of Gaia Tarot, and the Major Arcana cards in here are called different things than they are in all the other tarot decks. let's remember this, Capricorn. We have the Magician times 2. We have Strength times 2. So what I'm recommending to everybody who's not already well versed in the tarot is, after this reading, do a Google search of Strength, of Magician, and see, you know, and read several different meanings that people have written. See what resonates the most with you, because those are very strong energies in your reading. So that means, you know, that really governs your life. You have great manifestational power. Like, you can make things happen. You can make things manifest into the material. But the one place, it's like maybe if you aren't super social, it's like you might really struggle. You might be super antisocial. Just because I'm getting that you're very intelligent as well. All right. Yeah, look at that. You pop out as the sage. You're very intelligent. Right from a young age, you just have this wisdom within your soul, and it comes forth and it directs you. You're so, like, you're just motivated to make something of yourself. Like, you were probably tinkering with things as a child. And then look at, we have this faith again. So it's killing me that we have faith twice, and then we have this High Priestess and the Magician, because they're kind of opposite. So let's just keep pulling cards. And then here's that Love. And then Healing. Yeah, okay, so some of you may have been brought up in a very strict religious household, and that kind of screwed you up. Some of you may have had really strict parents, even if they weren't religious, because even though you're wise, some of you could come to, like, from very well-to-do families. There's just some element, some aspect that I feel kind of damages you inside a little bit. But I feel like whatever that is what this strength comes from, is that what gives you that just incredible willpower and motivation to push through, to make things happen. Like, you're magic. You're just magic. And maybe this faith is like your belief in the universe, the belief in the unseen, because you're showing is very esoteric, like I said. First, really balancing past life energy. And then we have love. So yeah, I feel like there comes a point for Capricorn, all of you, where this love becomes the, like, focus of your world. And that might be why we disconnect from a lot of friends and family and don't want to be as social, because we have healing. So it's like this love connection allows, like, long ago hurts to be healed inside of Capricorn. Very beautiful. Like, you guys, good career and money and good love. Like, even if you go through some, like, craptastic relationships, it's like, you know, there's this point where you still are gonna just have this amazing love that's like the love of your life, your world. Okay, so let's pull some Vise Versa Tarot. All right, this is to see how you transition through each one of these areas of your life. So this is your career and your finance. Some of you, this is just like you climb your career ladder as far as you can go, and then it's like you're going to go pursue something different entirely. Some of you, this could happen earlier in life, and some of you, this is like much later in life. Before you retire for sure, but career and finance, you're going to kill it. I mean, you transition, okay? It goes from this to this. So I just feel like all of you are gonna, like, you're destined to make some money. All right. This is with your relationship. So we have the moon here. This is saying there's some things that can only be understood and seen by moonlight. And so for you, this being how you transition through is, again, this really special connection that you make romantically, where it's spiritual. It's going to be on a whole different level than you ever have with anybody else. It could be with the Cancer, since we have the crab here. However, the moon card is the ruler of Pisces. In the tarot, it's the Pisces card, which makes no sense to me. I feel like it should be the Cancer card, but whatever. So I say, you know, for some of you, this is a Pisces or Cancer person that's your soulmate, twin flame, you know, however you want to look at it. Because also, this is a portal. On this side, it's all about, you know, the eclipse and an initiation of sorts. But on this side, you know, you don't need to go through the portal. Like, the information's there. And being attached to your romantic energies, this person, it's like you guys have a psychic connection, like a soul connection, something very special and rare that you probably could not articulate. And that's what makes you settle down and choose them, I feel, is that, like, just connection of the soul. And again, because we have karma here, this is like twin flame for many of you. And if it's not the twin flame, it's all about, like, a soul you've been experiencing many lifetimes with. Whew, okay. So this is how we transition spiritually. This is saying to be here means you chose to jump on the great wheel, okay? And this is saying that if you can't know all the mysteries and master them, some things just have to remain secret and unknown to you. Because, you know, the Great Sphinx is guarding the wheel. And, you know, this is all about destiny. And paired up with the High Priestess and the Magician, along with Justice, some of you, this is like trying to change your destiny, okay? Which would make complete sense, where some of you start out having a lot of struggle, a lot of hard time. If you have a easy material life, you know, I feel like you're struggling emotionally or on a religious, spiritual aspect, or socially with friends. And then, I don't know, it's something happens here, and I would love to see you on this side, okay? Because here we have that Magician. So to me, what I feel is like you're learning, but you don't know how to become the true alchemist, maybe, this lifetime. Because you are successful, you manifest, but I think it's like the deeper esoteric mysteries, like you just can't get your hand on, because you're coming out as the sage. And so you're wise as hell. You have a crazy old soul. And I think, like, you sense the knowing, but you can't quite grasp it, and it might make you feel a little bit crazy, okay? So trust in the wheel of life, and that you jumped on board for purpose, and that you signed up for this. And once you jump on, you can't get off till the wheel stops moving. Okay, so this is relationships. We have death here. This is how we transition through. Yeah, like I said, somewhere in your life, there, even though I see lots of success, there is somewhere where you are very hurt, very traumatized. It could have a lot to do with your family relationships. friendships, feeling accepted, feeling like you fit in. I don't know why, but I feel like some of you may have had like very just abusive, oppressive parents that were just really hard on you, and that's why you're so like successful and you have that stamina, that endurance, but it's like you never healed that wound. Okay? And with karma here, I really feel like if that speaks to you, like your past life, the situation was swapped, where you were more of the like oppressor, you know, trying to push them to greatness, and so this life it flops and they're pushing you to greatness. And you know, as we experience things in our human form, we only have our perspective, and as the observer, we label things as good as bad, right and wrong, all of that. But the truth is, that's just, you know, the physical experience of things. There's a whole other world happening of energy that is just behind the scenes, and it's connected from one life to the next, and we are all connected, and it's, you know, just this never ending thing. And you are frustrated about that to some degree, but it's part of your plan. Okay, what you are unable to understand about life, it's not conducive for you to be aware of it, because at a soul level, yes, you know, but you're blocked from it somehow, some way. And I would feel, like I said, the majority of your issues that you guys will experience, your challenge, isn't so much with the one you truly love or your career. It's your other relationships in your life, your parents, your mentors, your friends, your family. You know, some of you could have grown up in just a very loveless household, and this twin flame, and just, they teach you love, they heal your heart, they allow you to put to death, you know, all the pain of your past, all the relationships that don't serve you, you know. Or again, some of you, just based on things going on in your life, might come to this decision where you do sever ties with many people, because we have the death card here. So that to me does not oh, sorry, I've got it. That does not indicate like the death. I mean, for some of you, maybe you did lose your parents young or something along those lines. This is a general reading, but I feel like this kind of goes more with the Tower, that at a point in life, you just really change and you realize who needs to get out of your life and who can stay. So let's pull a final card to see who you are as you transition out of this life, Capricorn. Look at that. Nice. Alchemy. So you have the Magician, and I know this is Temperance in the Sirian Starseed deck, but, you know, that is alchemy, is what the Magician is able to do. And as you leave this life, this to me means you are going to have achieved everything material that you had hoped for. Like, this is great achievement in the material realm. But seeing how, you know, just because this is the card you leave with, I think some of you are going to fully understand the mysteries of life, and you're going to guard them as the Sphinx would. Because, you know, the saying goes, he who knows does not speak. He who speaks does not know. And I think you are really going to search the esoteric. And when you do come to the full understanding, I don't think you are going to share it outwardly. Like, two things. This goes one of two ways. Either you're really going to know by the end of your life, like, how life truly works, like you're going to understand the mysteries, but you're not going to share them, you're not going to pass them on. There's just like this understanding that anybody who is well versed in the mysteries, and that's the truth, okay, anybody who is truly well versed in the mysteries is going to tell you, like, you don't just share it. You know, I know, and I'm going to say this because this is the Illuminati deck. I know that, like, all the stigma around the Illuminati, this and that. And, you know, it's quite misunderstood. There's light and dark, good and bad, and everything. But the truth is, those who truly know, who understand, they are chosen, okay? Not just any person walking around can be handed the keys to the mysteries of life. Not everybody can just be trusted with that knowledge, with that information. Some people can't even comprehend it, okay? So for Capricorn, I really feel like some of you are the chosen ones, and you are going to understand and you are going to know, but you're not going to speak it. You're just going to use it in your own life for your success. And it's not that you're not going to speak it out of being selfish. It's that when you get to that certain level, you understand, you know, there's only so much you can share, because not everybody is ready to receive, you know, the greater mysteries of life. And that's what the High Priestess is all about. Like, you've got to get past her. You've got to go through your initiation before she allows you into the Temple of Wisdom. And I feel like you guys will go through that passage, but you're not going to share it outwardly. Like, just what you guys will understand is, you know, pretty out there. Others of you, I think, you know, with alchemy here, you definitely are wise and well versed, but there's just some things that you are not going to understand. And I, you know, in these general readings, it's really hard because I can't, like, with this, I would be inclined to say, especially as alchemy wraps it up, that, like, you guys are, I don't know, I feel like some of you would even be like Freemasons, things like that, with that lineup of cards there. I mean, you have the rites of passage, High Priestess, Magician with Justice. You have the rites of passage. You're coming out as the sage. You know, if many of you have felt like this calling to the occult, to the esoteric, to all of that, follow it. Get past the riffraff, okay? I'm going to say most of what is on YouTube regarding this topic is just Hunani, okay? Things are projected out onto the masses in one light that is supposed to, you know, fool them, throw them off. And then, you know, we have all of these armchair detectives out there that fixate on all these things and blow them into, you know, all these big conspiracy theories. And don't get me wrong, I love me a good conspiracy theory. But, you know, if you take one perspective and you really blow it up, yeah, you're going to have a story. But, like I said, the true mysteries, the true wisdom, the true knowledge of life, you're not going to find it on YouTube in all those fear-mongering bullshit videos about the Illuminati, the leaders of the world, and all that crazy hula, okay? You're not going to find it there. That's just a bunch of disinformation to confuse you, all right? The initiate must pass through the veil of illusion. All of that's illusion. Most of anything you can get your hands on the earth plane, I don't care if it's, you know, old written scripture, this, that, and the other, most of everything you can get your hands on is just a lot of foolery and a little bit of truth. And again, it's all about seeing through that veil. yourself. So yes, you've got to expose yourself to many different bits of information and many different belief systems, and swim through the riffraff to find the truth, okay? But you guys have the rites of passage. Do not get distracted and thrown off course in all the riffraff, in all the, illusion that is meant to confuse and misdirect you and cause you to not want to pursue your enlightenment, okay? Illuminati, enlightenment. You've got to really connect the dots way outside the box of everybody else's belief system and everything else, everything they're putting up about what they think is really going on and they know for sure. And yeah, so I just can't stop about that, because you guys have that energy. You guys have that rite of passage this lifetime. It's at your fingertips. But and that would make perfect sense with that Tower card as well. So if you feel that calling inside, pursue it. Ask the universe to light your path. And yes, you may have to sift through some riffraff, but sometimes that riffraff is just triggering different things inside of you to help you come into your full remembrance, which I believe you have access to, because we have the karma here as one of your main energies, okay? And I'm not saying there's not darkness out there and a dark hand that appears to be in control of things. I am not saying that. But again, my friends, look beyond the veil. And that's all I can tell you. I can only lead you to that mirror. And I say mirror for a reason, and some of you will get that. And if you don't, then maybe all of this message is not for you, okay? Look at that moon there. So that got pretty deep and intense, Capricorn. Very specific for some of you out there. You feel that calling, look into it, okay? Because I feel like by the end, you'll be fully in remembrance, and success in career, finance, beautiful twin flame connection. Again, I feel like your twin flame is actually well versed in the occult too, and you might be in love with somebody like before this awakening, some of you that this part is speaking to, but it's after that awakening process, it's like all of your relationships change and you align with this twin flame, like, because they too have these rite of passage. And I don't really feel like you guys are here so much on like a spiritual mission for humanity. I mean, some of you could be. This is, a general reading, but I feel like you're more like in the pursuit of study, like you're learning for yourself. It's not to say you're selfish or anything like that, but it's like the mysteries, the esoteric, all of that is like your own personal study. It's something that is just for you, and that's why you pair up with this partner and kind of disconnect from everybody else. Very interesting. So anyways, I'm going to leave it there because this is getting pretty long, but fantastic reading. Some of you really just, you're quite the soul. I will say that. So I hope you have enjoyed this reading, Capricorn. I am wishing you all the best. Take care.